Welcome, welcome guys. We are back again with our YouTube video lessons in between our live Zoom lessons. And as you can see here, we are now continuing on page 17, leaving off from where we left off last time on page 15, as we just recently finished our ocean seafloor notes, all about the different components of the seafloor. And so with that being said, we got to go blue right now, where we have to label the different parts of the seafloor, knowing what structures are there based on the drawings we did on page 16. So again, no updates, guys. All we got we got some articles you need to turn in, and I'm gonna have a notebook quiz. My bad, a regular quiz on Canvas. So be ready for that on Friday after the Zoom is posted on Thursday. Okay, but looking here, our questions state, again, we're going to be finishing the semester. We're going to be finishing the semester here in middle of January. We got, after this week, 1 week before winter break, and then 2 weeks after winter break. So make sure we're staying ahead and ahead of our work. We're staying in tune with what we got missing, because a lot of us have some things missing, and if we don't get that made up, that's going to hurt our grade, right? It's not going to be a good grade when the semester ends. So I want you guys to finish strong, check your things, communicate. We'll get it going from there. Number one, what structures created by seafloor spreading? What structures created by seafloor spreading? Look at all the structures we talked about. And then two, what structures are shown on the chart on the right for A, B, C, D, F, and G? We're going to skip letter E because we didn't go over underwater volcanoes. We're going to skip that, okay? So we see that there. Number one, it's going to be mid-ocean ridges, guys. The ridges separate, they pull apart, the magma comes out the middle. You guys remember that? And then for letter A, okay, I believe we had continental rise, the bottom of the continental margin. Letter B, we had the seamounts, pretty obvious there, the triangular structures. Letter C, what's the flattest region of the seafloor? It's going to be the abyssal plain. Letter D, again, mentioning it a second time, is the mid-ocean ridge there in the middle. Letter F is the shallowest part of the ocean floor. We call that the continental shelf. And then letter G, we can see there is quite clearly, I'm going to say it's the continental rise, where it has a steep slope. I could see where people maybe confuse that for the trench. So I'm going to say continental rise. So those are going to be your answers. You're going to have those on page 17. My bad, not rise. Continental slope, guys. G is the continental slope. But those are going to be the answers for our Go Blue. Again, could be on the notebook check coming up here next week, I'm thinking, for your different seafloor components. Moving on. Oh, we don't need to know any of that, guys. Let's just go ahead. We're going to move right on to some notes here. We're going to skip ahead of here a little bit to things we didn't need with the in-person class. Okay, and I want you guys to go on page 16, because 14 was our diagram, right, of the seafloor. So go to page 16, title it Ocean Technology or Ocean Exploration Technology. Here's what I want you guys to do, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to make kind of a Cornell-style note. On the left side, it's going to be question. On the right side of your sheet, we're going to say answers. So instead of topics and terms, we're going to have questions and answers. We've got 6 total. I'm going to go through 4 today. You know what? Why don't I just do 3? Keep things short, because we're going to split it in 2. So we're just going to go through 3 today, 3 questions, okay? Now, ocean technologies. So what technologies are going to be used to explore the oceans? Well, I think before I even get to this one, I'm going to show you, you know what? I'm going to show you the video after this, okay? So what technologies are going to, actually, let me go back. Let me see if I can find, you're going to see it there a little bit. Oh, well. Let me see if I can find the technologies video. No, not that, not the future tech. I'm not worried about future technologies right now. What I am worried about or concerned with is the technologies. So let's go ahead and check this out. I'm going to have to go to Google Chrome. My apologies, guys. You have to load some things, right? Takes time. All right, so let's just take note of, and I got to cancel the sound out here. And I obviously can't play all of this, right? But we can see, oh, we got something called ROVs here. I don't know what those are, maybe. Some AUVs. Here we've got some computers and scuba divers, really important. Really, they got important jobs too. Ocean optics, and maybe like ocean night vision. Ocean night vision. Drones, heard of those? They fly in the sky. No pilots, just remote controls. Okay, so those are just some visual examples. Let's actually get back in our notes here and see some of the written examples we need to write down. So what you're going to do, I showed you 16, ocean tech, ocean technology. Questions on the left, answers on the right. So what does that mean? Well, let's go back. That means, guys, our question is up top. Number one, write that on the left side. What technologies are used to explore oceans? What technologies? Okay, well, some examples here. We got some boats, we got some divers and underwater technologies. Well, the other word for boats is going to be vessels. Okay, so go ahead and jot down on the right side, vessels. We got submersibles. We're going to need to know about ROVs and AUVs. Okay. We've got diving. We'll explain how those are important. Sonar and satellites, got to know those as well. And lastly, computer models. So we're going to answer our questions on those today. Specifically, we'll stick to vessels and submersibles just for the rest of today. So number two, write this down on the left side. What are vessels and what is their use? Just talked about it, guys. We see all these pictures. We see all the cool GIFs I use, right? Specifically, you guys know I love Nintendo, right? Well, they're boats, just boats, right? And they're going to be studying ocean. They're used to study the ocean from far away, okay? The boats are going to take us to the middle of the ocean. The boats are going to take us to faraway lands, other countries maybe. And what else are they going to do? They're going to be large, large in size so that we can carry specimens or a scientific equipment with them as we travel far away. It's one thing to study the ocean near the shoreline. It's another to study it from far away in the middle of the ocean. Maybe a little different, right? Okay. So if we got a specimen, we got some equipment, we need these to carry that equipment. We need these for those purposes. Let's go ahead and check out our video example here. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. And got to put it on mute, obviously, as you guys know. I've had to cut things out. YouTube got mad at me one time. I had to fix it. Oh, and I got to mute that. And let's check out a good example, a cool example of a vessel. There's one in Australia. Got some high-tech sonar. Pretty cool footage there. That's obviously footage from a drone, probably a drone from the ship. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Now you notice the boats, these vessels have things on top and things below them, okay? The bottom is gonna be used oftentimes for sonar. We'll explain what sonar is tomorrow. And the top for communication, maybe satellite communication to see the conditions of the water, to see maybe communication with the shorelines, maybe the naval bases on the shore, right? The size of, the height, the length of it is the size of the, as you can see there, the Statue of Liberty. All right, so we're not going to research. We're just going to do one more question here. Now it's about submersibles. What are submersibles and what is their use? Well, they are submarines, guys. Underwater technology. Okay, oftentimes you guys hear submarines. You're thinking of World War II, those structures, those large structures that were used for war and for missiles and things like that. We don't focus on those as much anymore because we're not in world wars obviously anymore. So what do we focus on? We're focused on smaller submarines that are used for scientific research. Some have pilots, some do not. Okay, but we call these submersibles. Used to not instead of far away ocean, we're talking about deep in the ocean now. We're going underwater. Okay, and if we're going to need people in these things, we're going to be using these to protect the divers from high pressures. Okay, high pressures. Two examples of submersibles that I need you guys to know are ROVs, okay, controlled by boat lines, and AUVs. Okay, same thing. ROV, like our remote control, right? ROV has the wire connected to it. The AUV does not. The AUV is not. Okay, pretty cool there. A video I wanted you guys to maybe take a glimpse at. Okay, it's of a some scientists in an ROV actually watching and studying the feeding patterns of sharks. What is this? What is this video I see here? This is not the video I wanted. Yeah. Pretty cool there. And you'll see, again, connected by that wire up there, that's going to be, like we said, an ROV. A pretty cool video. You'll be able to watch all of it on Canvas, but we can see here. They get pretty close to the sharks in the waters. It's a little scary. But it's loading a little slow for my liking, but maybe we'll get something here. Not talking dolphins, we're talking sharks. I think this is on Discovery Shark Week. Oh, we see orcas. Really cool. Killer whales. But the sharks want to take advantage of the feeding frenzy, and they will start getting ominously close to the ROV that you see here. Okay, so go ahead, watch all that on your own. It's pretty cool stuff. You see them even biting. Their curiosity getting the best of them, biting the camera. Let's see if I've got a question for us to end this video. Let's go ahead and see. That's going to end the day. We're going to get to more stuff tomorrow, guys. We'll get to the diving and the other stuff tomorrow. See what we got here. See what we got. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find a good question. If not, we'll end the lesson for today. Hold on. Want to see if you guys because what I had done is I found a question, but I realized it was already in the Go Blue. So I can't reuse that question, right? Something about the seafloor. I know that. If not, we'll just move on. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to move on, guys, because we already did for the Go Blue. So, again, please get your work up to date. Check your Canvas grades and make up work you haven't completed, because otherwise the semester is ending soon. Grades are going to be final soon. So we got to make sure we're being proactive. We're taking responsibility for our work, getting ahead. And if you have any questions, guys, send me a message. Call my Google Voice number. I will always get back to you as soon as possible to help you out. This is Mr. Campbell going ahead and signing out.